How you guys doing today? This is Suze with FullCourtPress. Today is Sunday, February 28th, 2021. Um, I'm still feeling a little under the weather today, but I thought I'd come and give you guys my picks for the day. Just in a simpler format, just like a cut to the chase type of format. Today was a 9-game slate, but I think it was the Toronto Raptors game that got postponed. The Toronto Raptors versus Chicago got postponed due to COVID, and then there was a 12 o'clock game this morning. It was the Bucks. I didn't really have much interest in it, um, so I didn't think I'd add it in to today's video. But we're gonna do a quick little, sweet, straight to the point type of format for the video today. Let's just get into it, man. The New York Knicks today are favored by 1 point. We got the New York Knicks -1 going into Detroit to play the Pistons. And the total here is 210. If we go to New York real quick, we can see that Taj Gibson, Elfrid Payton, and Mitchell Robinson are all out today. They're not going to be playing in this ball game. And then we go to Detroit Pistons. For them, DeLon Wright, Blake Griffin, Jahlil Okafor, Killian Hayes are all out. And then Frank Jackson is questionable with illness. It says due to the Pistons being hit hard by injuries on the perimeter, Jackson has been able to pick up a few rotation minutes, but it hasn't been enough to make him a viable fantasy option. Okay, so he's sick. He's feeling under the weather also. Something's going around right now. But just for Frank Jackson, you could kind of look towards game time, like an hour before game time, to see if he's actually going to give it a go today. And just looking at these two teams, Detroit hasn't even hit double-digit wins this season. They're like seven or eight wins and like 25 losses. So they're like 8-25, I believe, something like that. At the bottom of the NBA, one of the worst teams, like bottom five. And then you got a New York team that's playing 500 basketball right now. They're like 17-17. Beat a couple good teams, dropped a couple games to some bad teams. They're going through injuries also. They're without their starting point guard. They're without their starting center, Mitchell Robinson. Starting point guard, Elfrid Payton. These New York Knicks guards, they play defense. They play a lot of defense. Elfrid Payton, he's a go-getter, man. He goes and gets the ball, man, dives on the floor. He does all these things you're looking for out of a good defensive point guard. And over the last year or two, he's been able to score the ball, starting to shoot better, you know what I mean, really developing his game. So him not being in this game is a big loss on that side of the ball. On Detroit side of the ball, they traded away Derrick Rose. If Jeremy Grant's not getting it going and Sadiq Bey, then they don't really win games. This one for me is going to be a coin flip, but my lean here would have to be with the New York Knicks -1. In the under 210, both of these teams are hurt. Both of these teams have a track record this season of only scoring around 100 points. So I'd take that one under the 210. Let's go to this next game here. We got the Atlanta Hawks versus the Miami Heat. Miami Heat are at home, and they're 3.5 point favorites here. So we got the Miami Heat -3.5 at home versus Atlanta. Let's go to the Atlanta Hawks here. We see Cam Reddish is out, DeAndre Hunter, Bogdan Bogdanovic, and Chris Dunn. They're all out today. They'll not be participating in this contest. Trae Young is probable. He got a right adductor strain, and he's now listed as probable. Last night he was questionable when I first seen it, but now they're saying it looks like he's going to try to give it a go. And then we go to the Miami Heat side. We got Myers Leonard, Avery Bradley are both going to be sitting this one out. Tyler Hero questionable. He's missed the last 3 games with an injury, though this is the second time he's being listed as questionable, which means he's trending back in the right direction. So they're saying basically he missed the last 3 games. He could be looking to come back here in this one, but maybe the next game, just keep an eye on like an hour before the game when they actually release. When they release the starting lineup, you might find out there, or the coach usually makes a couple comments like an hour before the game when the reporters ask him, further what's going on with these injuries. Bam Adebayo probable. I know he sat out a couple games ago with a knee injury. Then he was questionable and ended up playing the last game, and now it's just looking like he's gonna play here. And then Jimmy Butler questionable. He wasn't listed on Saturday's report, so it's a bit concerning that he was just listed this morning with right knee inflammation. Should he have to sit out of this game, Goran Dragic and Adebayo? Okay, so he wasn't listed on the injury report last night. All of a sudden this morning he's listed as questionable. And typically in these situations when you have guys, you'll have them the night before questionable, and then you'll find out more about him the next day. This is the exact opposite. They didn't know anything yesterday, but come this morning, he woke up. Maybe his knee wasn't feeling great. So Jimmy Butler must have told his coach or something, I got right knee inflammation going on. I might have to sit this one out, coach. And they're playing against Atlanta. Let me see. So Atlanta Hawks in this one are plus 3.5 on the road versus Miami. All right, this game right here is basically going to come down to like an hour before the game. You're going to have to go check it out and see, is Butler playing? We know Adebayo's playing. Is Tyler Herro playing? These Jimmy Butler and Tyler Herro are both guys that if they're not playing today, then I'm all over the Hawks. If they are playing today, then I'm back on the Miami Heat. This is kind of a coin flip type of game. But like I said, if Tyler Herro and Jimmy Butler do play today for the Miami Heat, I'm all over them. And then if both of them guys sit out, then I'm all over Atlanta. You just gotta look like an hour before the game starts. You gotta like 3 o'clock, 3:15. You gotta go check in on these websites and see who's actually playing. For this next game, we got Washington Wizards versus the Boston Celtics. Let's see what the injury report looks like for Washington. For Washington, we got Anthony Gill, Ish Smith, and Thomas Bryant all out today. Let me go back up here for the Celtics. We got Romeo Langford, Taco Fall, Marcus Smart are all out today. Daniel Tice will be playing. He's been on the injury report every day because of his finger, but you got a couple options here. It's either active, questionable, probable, or sidelined. He's been active every single time for the last couple of days. So he's going to be playing. Jaylen Brown, left knee soreness. He's questionable for this game against the Wizards. This is going to be a big one. He was able to play 37 minutes in Friday's win over the Pacers, but he may not be available for today's game. So they played 2 nights ago against the Pacers. They were able to beat them. But he got left knee soreness, and they're not sure if he's going to be able to give it a go in this one. This is something that, like I said, you're going to want to go back to the website, or if you guys have the ESPN app, you can set notifications for each sport or something like that, or Bleacher Report app, or there's all these different kinds of apps that'll keep you updated on the injuries as the day goes on. You could enable the push notifications, I think it's called, some shit like that, and you'll be able to find out as like live, like you'll see it live when they let everybody know who's going to be playing today or not. All right, so for Boston, basically the only new injury from these last couple games that they've been playing has pretty much been the same, except for today, Jaylen Brown. We got to watch out for him, watch out for his knee. Washington's been getting it together lately, so Boston, I don't think this is going to be an easy game for them necessarily. They're at home, but they haven't been playing the same type of basketball that we're used to watching them play from last year's playoffs and as such. But if Jaylen Brown doesn't play here, I like Washington. I already liked Washington looking at this matchup because they've been getting it together lately. They're coming in and playing the Celtics team that hasn't really had their shit together in maybe the last 3 weeks or 4 weeks. They're really missing Marcus Smart. It shows. It really does show, especially on the defensive end of the ball. This team could score any night. Jason Tatum could score. Kemba Walker could score. Tice hits a couple threes. Then you got Sammy Ojeleye and these backup players, Jaylen Brown. Everybody's going crazy on this team offensively, but it's on the defensive end of the ball that they're not clicking. And Marcus Smart was a key part of that unit defensively, bringing his guys together and like, hey guys, come on, this is what we need to do. That's what, you know what I mean. But they're missing him. Jaylen Brown might not be a go today, so we got to keep an eye on that. And then for Washington, they got all their guys. They've been getting it together. I'm going to want to wait until closer to game time to make a decision on this game, but my lean here is going to be with the Washington Wizards plus the 6.5 points on the road versus Boston. And then it's 232. I'm going to take that under. Every time I take over with Boston this season, they only score like 108 points, and the other team scores like 102 or so. It's a short game like that. I think Washington is a fast-paced team. They do get a lot of shots during 100 possessions. I think they are going to make the pace of this game a little faster, but I think Boston defensively is going to be able to handle the play style of the Wizards superstars. You got one guy that likes to go to the basket with his head down and just lower his shoulder. They're going to be able to stop that. And then you got Bradley Beal. He's a hard guy to stop. But they do have two people who are built like that could stop Bradley Beal in this game. So I just like that one going under. Get to this next one here. We got Memphis versus Houston. Memphis +1, traveling to go play Houston. Let me see. Let's go down to Memphis. All right, so for Memphis, we got Grayson Allen, Justice Winslow, Jared Jackson Jr., and Jonte Porter all out. Killian Tilly is questionable. And then Houston side of the ball, we got Victor Oladipo out still. Nwaba's questionable. Christian Wood, Dante Exum, Chris Clemens all out. So the Houston Rockets are going to be giving this one a run with John Wall, no Oladipo. Maybe not even Nwaba. Nwaba been going crazy lately. And then you got Memphis. That's pretty much. Let me see. Let me look at this one more time. Okay, so they're missing Grayson Allen. Justice Winslow just came back and played a game or two, but he's been out recently. These other guys all been out. So the only person they're really missing here is Grayson Allen. Which he does a lot for him on a nightly basis, but I think this Memphis team with John Morant, Valanciunas, Dylan Brooks back, I think they go in here to Houston and get this done easily. I think Memphis wins by 10+. And you get them with a point, or let me see. Yeah, you get them with 4 points here. Oh no, okay, that's the VI consensus. Okay, you get them. We got Memphis Grizzlies -4 going into Houston. Lovely number. Too low, if you ask me. I think they win by double digits. I take Memphis -4 here to beat the Houston Rockets. And this total is 223. I take this one to go under. Memphis is known to be an under team. Houston, even though they're known for playing fast-paced basketball, that was with with James Harden, who just chucked the ball up there. So obviously there's going to be a lot of long rebounds, fast breaks. This is without Victor Oladipo, without Christian Wood, without. You're going to keep hearing me say without, because this team is without. This Houston Rockets team is without. But, I think John Wall and this team comes in here. They score about 98 to like 104 points. And then I think Memphis comes in here and scores like 114 and gets it done. But that's not enough to go for the over. So I'd take the under in this 223. We got 3 games left. This next game, we got Golden State Warriors +3 going into LA to play the Lakers. And that total is at 220. I'm going to just say out the gate with that 220.5 total. I'm taking the over here. I think the Lakers and the Warriors definitely go over 220 here. Easy. Confidently before I even look. And then let's go check out Golden State's injury report. Same guys injured. Marquise Chris, Klay Thompson, Smilejic. Besides that, they're fully healthy with both of their centers back. And then let's go to the Lakers. Anthony Davis is out. Kostas Antetokounmpo is out. I like the Warriors here. I like the Warriors here plus the 3. I wish it was plus the 5 and you get them at 2 possessions or something like that. That'll be better. But this Warriors team been balling. This Lakers team, they've been getting it done too, but they haven't been looking like, you know, is it basically takes the whole village for the Lakers to win the game. If Schroeder's the X factor. If Schroeder's not doing his thing, and then the rest of those guys there aren't helping LeBron, this team is going to have a hard time winning. And it looks like on the other side of the ball here, the Golden State Warriors are clicking. They got Wiseman back. They got Looney back. They were just questioning if Stephen Curry could lead a team by himself or carry a team. And he's been showing it lately. Our record was something phenomenal before KD even came to the Warriors, so we know Curry could lead a team. I don't know why they keep disrespecting my guy like that. It's kind of funny, honestly. But I take the Warriors here, plus the 3. I think Stephen Curry comes out. I think he leads his team. Oubre been hot. We got 2 centers back, so we can compete down low. It's not like we're just going to get torched. I think we send enough bodies at LeBron James. He's obviously going to do his thing on a nightly basis. Easily the best player in the league still. I think we send enough bodies at him and we get enough in his face that, we force these other guys to win the game. And I don't think these other guys are going to win the game for him tonight. I think we go into L.A. I think we win outright, money line. If you want an underdog of the day, it's going to be the Golden State Warriors versus the Lakers. But I'm going to take them here plus 3 for my pick for the show. In the over 220 easily. This second to last game of the day, we got the Phoenix Suns versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Phoenix Suns, Dario Saric is questionable. He's the only one on the injury report today. He's questionable with an ankle. He missed Friday's game against the Bulls, and he's questionable again today. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So he's on like 4 days of rest on an ankle injury. We might see him come back in this one. But besides that, they got a fully healthy team, and they got people that could fill that role easily. For the Minnesota Timberwolves, we got Malik Beasley and D'Angelo Russell, both out of this one. Malik Beasley suspended with an undisclosed drug charge. They did have something on it here, but now they're not even talking about it. And then D'Angelo Russell sidelined with knee surgery. He's targeting late March, early April to come back. So they're missing 2 of their stars. This team basically runs on Anthony Edwards and Karl Anthony Towns at the moment. And this Phoenix team is one of the hottest teams in the league. We got Phoenix minus 10.5. And the total is 225. 10.5 is too many points for me to lay here, even against this Minnesota team at home. They're terrible. Phoenix is on a roll. That's just too many points for me to lay here. I'm not laying the 10.5, but I will take Phoenix money line just to win the game. And then to the last game here, we got the Charlotte Hornets versus the Sacramento Kings. If we go take a look at Charlotte, I know today Grant Riller, Devontae Graham's out, and then Cody Zeller got downgraded to doubtful. I seen something over here also. Gordon Hayward is doubtful. He was questionable, now he's downgraded to doubtful with a hand injury. So the Charlotte Hornets are going to be giving this one a go without their starting center, Cody Zeller, without Gordon Hayward, and Devontae Graham. So this game's going to be a lot of LaMelo Ball, Terry Rozier, Bismack Biyombo business going on that side of the ball. And then you got the Sacramento Kings. Tyrese Halliburton is sidelined. This is a big one. Tyrese Halliburton comes in and gives his team 20 points a game off the bench. He's a spark. He's that guy. And then Jabari Parker and Whiteside are sidelined. It says medical protocols, but I think a trade is looming here for Hassan Whiteside. And possibly has something to do with Jabari Parker because he started sitting as soon as Whiteside did. In this one, we got Charlotte Hornets plus 3 going into Sacramento. I get it. Charlotte is missing Gordon Hayward, which is basically their superstar besides Lonzo. And then Sacramento Kings have their superstar in De'Aaron Fox. Then they got Harrison Barnes. They got their center. They're pretty much healthy besides Whiteside. But this team has depth at the center position, so Whiteside being out is not a huge factor. Cody Zeller, on the other hand, is one of two big men that the Charlotte Hornets run out there as actual centers, and that's Bismack Biyombo and him. So they're going to be lacking today. So I get why the numbers are what it is. This game to me is a garbage game. I don't like it at all. It's a coin flip. But my lean here, I'm not going to be betting this, but my lean here would be to the Sacramento Kings -3 at home. And then 236, that's pretty high. But these teams are teams that don't play very good defense, and they're missing a couple stars on each side. My lean would have to be to the over here, but that's not something that I'm too confident in. The over-under on that game, that is. All right, so a quick recap of my picks and parlays real quick before I let you guys go, man. And hopefully we all win some money today. I got a couple quick picks, and then I got a little parlay for you guys and an underdog. So my quick picks for today, I would be taking Washington Wizards +6.5 versus Boston. I would take the Memphis Grizzlies -4 over Houston Rockets. I would take the Golden State Warriors +3 over the Los Angeles Lakers. I would take the Phoenix Suns money line just to beat the Minnesota Timberwolves. And that would be it for my individual picks of the day. For a little parlay, I like to play around with my parlays, so I'd probably go New York -1 over Detroit. We'd go we'd probably go New York -1 over Detroit. We'd go Memphis -4 over Houston. We'd go Golden State Warriors +3. Phoenix Suns money line. Sacramento Kings -2 or -3. And then my underdog of the day is going to be the Golden State Warriors to beat the Los Angeles Lakers at home. Warriors traveling to LA to play the Lakers. Lakers are without Anthony Davis. They need the whole cast here to get it done, to get the win against the Warriors that have obviously been getting it together. They've been winning their last couple games. They got everybody pretty much back from injury who's supposed to be playing this season. Everybody else that's sitting is just, they've been out anyways, Klay Thompson and those guys. So for the most part healthy. We got Wiseman back. So it's going to be looking like Stephen Curry, Kelly Oubre, Wiseman, Draymond Green, Looney. And then you got all our backup guys that have been backup guys on this team for a long time and come in and hit threes with Damian Lee and all these other players. My underdog of the day is the Golden State Warriors to beat the Lakers. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, coming to watch. I'm just glad I was still able to get a video out to you guys today. I really don't feel good. But thank you guys for coming to watch. Like, comment, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. I would appreciate it if you took a couple seconds. Just go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like and comment. It really helps out the channel. Follow me on Instagram at FullCourtPress Clothing. If you guys want to buy some merch, everything, the link for the Big Cartel is in the bio. We have t-shirts. Click the link in the bio. It's $20 a t-shirt. Free shipping right now as part of our promo deal we've been doing since New Year's. And hopefully we can continue doing here on out. I hope everybody has a good Sunday. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And that's it for me, man. I hope we win some money. Good luck, everybody.